Imposter syndrome. This mental disease-like thing seems to be affecting a lot of people. What is it, and how is it affecting us? First off, let's go over what is imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is or refers to an internal experience of believing that you are not as competent as others perceive you to be. Some common signs of imposter syndrome are self-doubt, inability to realistically assess your competence and skills, attributing your success to external factors, berating your performance, fear that you won't live up to expectations, overachieving, sabotaging your own success, setting very challenging goals and feeling disappointed when you fall short. So in other words, if you ever had feelings where you were too afraid to voice your own opinions because you think someone else will correct you, or the audience that you're talking to will know more than you, and anything along these lines, then you probably have had experience with imposter syndrome. So here are some examples. Some people experience it when they were just kids. Maybe when you were doing show and tell, and another kid in your classroom will just put their hand up midway through your speech and say, no, that's not how it was. Or maybe on the other hand, you're a YouTuber now and you want to post a tutorial, but you're afraid that you may have not done enough research to be able to make a good enough video to show to the masses, and afraid of what people might think of it. This is actually pretty normal. And if you've never felt this way, well, you're probably some of the people who just say, I don't give a shit what others think. So why is imposter syndrome affecting us creators? Well, it has been 16 years since YouTube started, and people have been uploading all kinds of videos from different niches all over the world. And 16 years later, in present day, you might be thinking, whatever I am thinking of making has already been done. And with that following thought could be, there's already people that are experts at it, why would I even bother trying? Trust me, I've been there too, but I have figured out something that works for me, and it's not meditation, although that might be good to do. But what I personally do is go through what I call the big picture analysis. And don't worry, it's not complex at all, but it is simply taking yourself out of the current imposter thought that you're in and looking at the bigger picture with these 6 key factors. So let me show you those 6 tips. Come on. So first off, I just want to emphasize the fact that YouTubers started from somewhere. We all had to start from somewhere, whether we already gained the knowledge of how to do what we do on our channels, or we learned it just before we started. And as we grow, we're still learning. We're still learning how to work the algorithm. We're still learning how to produce better videos, thumbnails, and everything. So you're not alone on this. So just take it for the ride and enjoy it. That's the best thing you can do. Don't hate on anything. Don't compare yourself to others too much. Just be able to create content and stay motivated. And remember, there's always new generations of creators. And what I mean by this is there's always going to be the amount of audience that are new generation, as well as creators creating new content. So as time passes, there is going to be creators that retire, and then new creators are going to emerge with new ideas, maybe even create new niches. And that's when we're going to get new audiences as well, because people grow, kids grow. And then when they get introduced to your content, that's when you're going to get new audiences. So having said that, keep creating new content, because you never know who's going to find your next video. All right, and another thing is do your own research and always have a student mentality. Now, what I mean by this is kind of a common term in sales. What we use is always have a student mentality. Always be listening, always be willing to listen to others and others' criticisms, because you're going to learn from them. Now, you do have a choice to actually use these, but obviously you have a choice. You don't have to. You just can take them, listen, and you either try them or don't try them. And that's totally up to you. But always listen, because you never know what gems people might throw at you. All right, and number 4 on the list here is making mistakes. Okay, making mistakes is good. It just means you're human, okay? So what you can do is write them down. Write down your mistakes and why it happened, because these are going to be key to improving yourself in the future, okay? Write them down. All right, so number 5 is taking your negative comments and your dislikes as a stepping stone for success. Okay, and not everyone is going to have 100% likes and all positive comments. Okay, take a look at Mr. Beast, take a look at Era, and everyone else who is big on YouTube. They all have dislikes on their videos. Okay, so don't try to be a perfectionist of getting 100% likes on your videos or having all positive comments, because that's just not going to happen. If you can set your expectations low in the beginning, then you're not going to have to worry about any of this stuff. Okay, so mentally, this is going to help you. So try not to worry about all that stuff. So knowing when you are wrong is number 6, okay? Because a lot of people, they just get caught up in the moment. They're just like, you know, I know it. I've researched it, but sometimes I miss the small things. So when a genuine comment comes at you and constructive criticism is mostly what their intent was for the comment, then what you should be doing is not replying with your rage or anger or whatever you have feeling inside of you that's negative. Instead, what you should be doing is taking that constructive criticism comment, or if it is, then you should just do your research of that person's fact checking and then see if they're right. If they're right, then just comment down below. Hey, thank you. I missed that. Appreciate you for adding on to my video. All right. That's all you need to do. Okay. Then just going back to point number 3 of having a student mentality. That is exactly what I mean. Just listen to others and take other people's criticism. You're gonna get some. You're not always right, and just know when you're wrong. And yes, if you're wondering if I placed the camera there and walked all the way down those stairs just to film that part, I did. Okay. I still have a long ways to go. Anyways, look how much I'm sweating. It is hot out here. I hope some of this helped you guys with your imposter syndrome. And if you guys have any prior experience to imposter syndrome yourself and how you got over it, please do comment down below, because I think a lot of people would like to know how other people got over it as well. And yeah, I mean, I think that'll be a pretty good conversation to have. But if you like this video, please smash the like button, hit it one time for me, and yeah, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm just gonna enjoy this view and probably stay here until the fire goes out. Peace.